Good morning. There's right up working great.
Oh, okay.
All right, I put 2 cups of flour, self-rising flour in here. Um, Crisco. I'm just trying to
I say hello. Hello.
get these biscuits done so I can get my youngins something to eat this morning, so they don't starve to death. Apparently, but these homemade biscuits done. I will tell you this is one of the best recipes. I do 1/4 of Crisco. Just ignore the sounds in the background. I've got a house full of 9 people that lives here, close to it. And then did a 1/4 of Crisco, and then 2 heaping tablespoons of butter. I love butter biscuits, and the kids do too. Just the Crisco by itself, it does have like a southern homemade taste to it, but get my protein coffee in. But anyways, you just the Crisco taste itself, it does taste something like home biscuits, but whenever you're doing these biscuits right here, you just want to take your hand and just crumble it up until you get a good consistency of crumbles. Whenever I mean crumbles, I mean crumbles. Let's see how far I can scoot this back. It's see where it's not wanting to stay together. That's what you're looking for, is something to stay together. Because whenever you're fixing biscuits, it's got to stay together. So you got to mix all that in. And if it's really loose, you got to continue to kind of knead it in there. You want to make sure that every last piece of flour is going to be used. But yeah, I had a TikTok channel, and now I'm starting over. So I figured this would be my first video. I did have another YouTube channel, Lady Snipe, but that was over gaming and Universal Yums, Test Tasters, and all that stuff, which I thought about bringing that back so that me and my kids can do it, because it was kind of fun to taste the world. I thought about doing that, bringing it back. But after you get it all, see it's all sticking like that, that's what you want. That's the consistency you want. And just kind of break it up and make a well. What I mean by well is put like a hole right there. And then I got 2 buttermilks here, but this one's got to be used first because it's almost gone. Just kind of fill that well up and just go around patting the walls down, and just add in your buttermilk. These are buttermilk biscuits. These are one of the best, I have to believe. I've tried the regular biscuit, regular milk, and with that thickness, that's not what you want. You want something that sticks to your hand. So you just got to add the flour as you go. See that? If it falls, then it's not a good consistency. it's falling. See that? Not going to do good. So you want to add a little bit more flour. Alright, there we go. That's the it's got a different feel to it. That's the feel. It's nice and fluffy. See how thick that is? That's what you want. Something like that. Don't want to drop. You had to smack it just to even drop it. Alright, that's the thickness that you want. Just kind of get off your hands. Let me wash my hands real quick. You know, I seen a video where someone had a big towel. I'm gonna have to do something like that. Gonna do a sewing video on that, where the towel kind of was like right here. There's in between where you just wrap your hands around it. But I'm gonna have to do something with that. That was a neat idea, and I'm gonna try it. All right, we got this. Make sure that your area is clean. Blizzard of 25 is going on outside. The second blizzard. We're expected kind of really extremely cold weathers. So kind of put some flour. Put some flour here. My biscuit cutter. Kind of flour it up so nothing don't stick to it. You get your iron pan. Put some Crisco in the iron pan. Now this is, if you want to learn how to bacon, this is what you need to learn. Fix biscuits first. And then, well, actually, the first thing I learned how to do is banana nut bread. You learn how to do breads. That's one of the first ones you need to learn how to do. Crisco up your iron pan. I do use a lot of paper towels because I don't know why. I just do. Alright. Now, secret to this thing. Make sure you put your flour on your hands. You don't want it all sticking to you. Now you don't want to mess with it too much, because it will cause it to crumble more. I'm just going to do 1 or 2. I didn't get enough flour on my hands, now it's all sticking to me. And this should, the two cups of flour and the biscuit, for the biscuits, this should give me about 7. The last one you got to fold up yourself. If it doesn't give you 7, then you got your biscuits too thick. There ain't no such a thing as thick biscuit, to be honest with you. This one right here, this is the one that you gotta use these little pieces right here. Break it out. Okay. Pretty. This one right here, pretty. I'll fix that one. Alright. Now, this is gonna go in the oven for about 8 minutes. I'll fix this here in a second. Clean it up while I'm talking to you. This is going in the oven for about 8 minutes. It is 9:57 right now. Put it on the middle shelf. The closer to the heat, the faster it burns, and you don't want that. You want some good fluffy biscuits. So now we're going to clean up our mess. I'll be right back. Alright, now we're in a different area. I've got to heat some butter up in the microwave. It's right at 9:12. I just paused it for a little bit. 2 more things of butter. We're going to heat this up in the microwave. Just overlooked that mess right there. And while that is cooking, I'm going to fix some of these Old Folks sausage patties. This is a medium heat, whatever heat you prefer. I've got smaller kids, so medium heat. So that's all I'm going to eat. That's 7. 7 biscuits, 7 sausages. Melt that, and then we're going to dig into the gravy. Wait till these sausages cook. The gravy is about the last thing you want to cook, besides the eggs, if you want eggs. But I'm not going to do eggs this morning. I'm just going to do sausage and biscuit gravy. I got that melted butter ready. We're just going to, but with breads, I'm going to learn how to do, this is like a learn as you go channel. I just learned how to make biscuits about a week ago. And, you know, that was only because of the stinking snowstorm we have going on right now. Because when we went to the store to go get some biscuits for the kids, guess what? There's no biscuits. So I knew I had flour. I knew I had buttermilk and all that stuff. So I was like, well, I'm going to try it. This is my own recipe. I just decided to add butter to it. My grandma, she just used Crisco. I remember watching her doing biscuits in the mornings whenever everybody else was in the playpen. I was helping them all. And that's something that I knew that I wanted to continue on. I just didn't know how to do it because she never did tell me any measurements. What's the deal with old people not knowing measurements? It's the fact of it is, you just little dab here, little dab there. I've done that myself until you have the perfect taste. But like I said, it's going to be up to you. It's going to be if you decide to do your own thing, do your own thing. I mean, biscuits and bread and all that stuff, you add just like I added the flour because it wasn't thick enough, even though I've used the same amount of ingredients as I have before in the past. If it's not sticking to your hand and you do this, it's not fluffy, that's the consistency that you need for the biscuits. Now I sit here frying these sausages here. Kids didn't want to eat supper last night. Anywho, sit here fry these biscuits, and I will tell you this. It's time to add the butter. See that? Now we're going to add the butter to this. And they're going to come out golden. Look how pretty those are. Add this butter. That sizzle right there, the butter. That's what you want. I will tell you this, whenever it comes out, it's going to taste so good. Ooh, I just broke my hand. When we get to this gravy part, it's going to be amazing. I'll tell you, the gravy is so good. Because I use a little bit of sausage grease along with my bacon grease. This is my bacon grease pan. Make sure you have one of them every time you fix bacon. I got this thing at the dollar store for about $6, I believe. I'm going to put something like that on. Let me pause this and I'll be right back. Now, what's the deal with YouTube? You have to have 50 followers in order to do a live stream. I mean, I remember having, I've lost the account, but I don't know what my other YouTube channel stuff is, but I lost that account, and I remember just doing lives, just sitting up doing lives and doing lives all night whenever I was doing my gaming with WoW. Ain't that ridiculous? That's just crazy. But anyways, that's why I like TikTok. You can do lives whenever you hit 1,000 followers, which that's fine. I had over 1,000. I don't know, I did a lot of that stuff there. I didn't take money. I didn't make money. care less about that. But, you know, it's just the fact that all them people lost their jobs that was selling stuff, that was making money, that was funny. I'm not funny. I can't say I am. I just... That's the golden brown you want with your biscuits. I'll tell you, don't take look pretty. Let me get something. Hey! Oh. Look how fluffy, beautiful. Look at that, bottom of the biscuit, beautiful, beautiful. Thought I had a bow out. Thought I got a bow out. I'm cooking a sausage and my oldest son being here and be like, sausage? He loves sausage. Alright, I got my sausage done. Put this on low. No, you're not getting biscuits just yet. I'm doing a live stream right here. So I'm trying to teach people how to cook that way. Right. A thing of bacon grease. Alright. Pause this for a second and get me a... Now I've got my grease. What did I do with my bow? I just got my spinning bow out there. My head ain't screwed on right. Alright, I take the milk, pour it in the bowl. I'm going to use all this milk because that's what's going to make it good amount of gravy. I'll save that for the chickens later. Alright, now. I usually like a wooden spoon, but I can't find my wooden spoon yet. Alright, I get my all-purpose flour. Let me turn up this heat a little bit. Just pour the flour in the skillet. You want a good thick paste. Pick this up. Let me show you. Just got a good thick paste right here. See how thick that is. That's what you're looking for. If there's any grease left over, you probably need some more flour in there. Kind of brown it. Now, this is on a medium to low heat. Now let's add our milk. Now that right there is going to go back in this bowl here. So I can clean this. Have you ever heard the term clean as you go, as you cook? That's what it is. But as it's, you just got to sit here and just kind of stir on it, and it will thicken up, make real good gravy. The biscuits are pretty biscuits. Watch out for the splashes. Watch out for the splashes. Gonna do this. Just keep stirring. Just keep stirring. I gotta find the salt and pepper. Oh, it's over there on the table. Let me sit there for a second. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Oh, start thickening up. That's a good thing. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Just sit here and just kind of stir. Oh man, that blizzard's going down. If it's doing that, that's not right yet. And whenever you start, you'll start to see. That's my mother-in-law in the background. Just sit here and stir. Stir, stir, stir. Start from the middle. Work your way up around the sides. Starting to thicken up. If you see, it's starting to get slower whenever you try to pour it. See how thick that's starting to get? Alright, it's done. I got them where see me making it plus background. I just put kind of pour it in there. And there's your pound of gravy. Alright, now let's make a gravy and biscuit sausage plate. I'm making this for my children. So I'm gonna do some gravy and biscuit. Oh, that's a hot biscuit. really, really hot biscuit. Piece of sausage, put on the side. Deep in the spoon. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. It's so good. Let's try this. Delicious.